Hi there, Feature Friday again. Today I want to talk a little bit about a client came in after I had told them to do this technique, but this is a technique that I've noticed that you probably see this in a lot of people, and you may be one of these people. I'm talking about feet, okay? So feet are a very, very important indicator of what's going on in your body. Oftentimes you'll see people with swelled up legs, swelled up feet. You'll see the puffed up legs, or they're red, or you'll see like below the knee it's a darker color. What that is that's an indication that as your body is doing stuff like a glass of water, okay? So if you were to fill this glass of water up with and then pour a bunch of dirt in it, if you were to stir it up, the dirt would be kind of moving around. But if you let it sit on the counter, then all of this stuff would particulate to the bottom. And that's what happens is we get a lot of waste products that particulate down into our feet. So when people say, you know, I got stinky feet, I got athlete's feet and all this other stuff, and they say, well, it's from the bacteria in your shoes. No, it's not. It's from all of these waste products that didn't get carried out in your bloodstream, that didn't get peed out and pooped out and sweated out and found its way and particulated its way down into its cellular poop. That's what you're smelling, is cellular poop. So how do we get this stuff out? You want to stimulate your system to kind of pee and poop it out, but quite frankly, you're kind of already stuck in a problem where it's not coming out. So you got to get it out through the feet. So there's techniques to get it out through the feet. One, I have found this, is you take a washcloth or a bath towel, and you can either do it after you soak your feet or just after you come home from work or whatever. Let's start with just to come home from work. What you're doing is just you're taking this in between your toes and you're going like this back and forth, and you'll get skin and all kinds of other crud. But what you want to do is you want to do each and every toe. And then when you really get good, so be careful in the beginning because I don't want you to break the skin and hurt yourself and all this other stuff. But you want to be quite aggressive after a while, is that you want to literally kind of go back and forth, the seesaw action, so that you're making the squeezing action of your toes. So that's mechanical, of squeezing this crap out to get it up in the bloodstream. And then the second thing that you really want to do is different types of soaks. So Epsom salt, soaking your feet in like a dish tub, about 2 pounds of Epsom salt. And then do the foot scrub, okay? Or just soak the feet, and that's a good way to actually start to pull out. Another thing is a mud pack. You can put this Medi Magma mud in, so it's about 1 cup of this to about 12 cups of water. Soak your feet just like you would soak your feet here. Another way is to take this mud, mix it with some purified water, or you can mix it with castor oil, or you can mix it with honey, anything. But let's just start with water. So some purified water, make it into a paste and spread it on the bottom of your feet and let it sit there for about 10-20 minutes. And then wash it off, okay? And then another thing is actually seaweed. Go to an Asian store and get some seaweed and about 2 big handfuls into hot water and soak your feet in seawater, okay? This is seaweed seawater, and it will actually start pulling. So you've seen those kind of foot pad type of things. Some of them are a hoax, but really they're not a hoax. So make your own. Now, if you really, really want to be a superstar about this, here's what you do. This is the fastest way to really, because it's cleaning your whole body, okay? It's like if you want to be in a car with the windows rolled down and hear the fresh, get the fresh air, but grandpa's in the back seat smoking a cigar, okay? So what you want to do is, if you want to be a superstar, sorry about that, hold on, turn that off. Okay, superstar is this, is soak your feet in Epsom salt, hot water. Okay, then after about 10-20 minutes, after they soaked in hot water, then you do your scrubbing, massaging, really get it pumping, okay? Then stick it back in the hot water for maybe about 2-5 minutes, and then take them out and put them in cold water. You can do ice water if that's too crazy for you, then just colder water. What that does is it causes an expansion and a contraction, just like you're squeezing a dirty sponge, okay? And then after you've done the cold water, then what you want to do is you want to lay down on the floor with your legs on the back of a chair, okay? This is what's called Superelevation. This is what top athletes, especially ice skaters, do. Laying with your feet like this for about 10-15 minutes is the equivalent of a 1-hour power nap. blood rushes back. What we're doing is we're taking the dirty blood that we've just stirred up in the feet, because a lot of stuff is particulated down into the feet. I don't care how old you are or how healthy you are. This is what happens. Gravity pulls stuff down. So we want to milk the stuff out of the feet. And then in general, what it's going to do is it's going to make your whole bloodstream cleaner. It's going to give you more flexibility in your feet. But for the whole body, it starts to just clean the smoke out of the room, the smoke out of the dust that's been under the rug. So that's probably the best thing to do. And I recommend that you try doing it every week. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.